Do you remember what we were doing last?
The honeybees.
The honeybee. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Brandon. I didn't realize we were recording.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
Some more honeybees.
Boom. Yep.
Honeycomb, Harold, Rumor, Honeybottom.
So I think this has been the game that's been the biggest time in between when we last played in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
1 week. No, it's been a lot longer than that.
For us.
For us.
For you, it's been a week.
Yes. Last time we talked about sleep.
We did. We talked about our childhoods. We talked about a lot of stuff.
We did.
We talked about how I already forgot how to play. No.
No.
Oh.
Oh man. Oh, this is the most involved game that we are currently playing, and my gosh.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, it's gonna take a minute to readjust.
Yeah.
Oh yes. So Nikki.
Yes, Brandon.
Cheese is great.
Cheese is wonderful.
It's great. Oh, there I go. There I go again on
That's
my
what you think.
own. I am yet to be convinced whether or not I am lactose intolerant or not. I don't
Everyone's
know.
lactose intolerant.
That's right. Thanks, Nikki. I forgot. No, Nikki. All right. Yeah, we're all just different levels of it, right?
Well, we're drinking milk not meant for us.
Right.
We're not meant to consume it, period, end of story.
Right. That's right. That's right.
So some people are just able to just say, forget it, I'm just going to drink it anyways. I'm going to consume it however.
Right.
And then some people are just like, I shouldn't, and therefore I can't.
I shouldn't, and that's just why I don't.
Yeah.
Damn it.
As far as the way their bodies work, just some people are a little more strong.
Tolerant as you were?
As tolerant as you would. But it has nothing to do with like whether they can process it or not. It's just generally like the health of their organs.
Okay.
I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, my brother-in-law is super lactose intolerant, and so like he'll just have to take a pill before meals, and I get it.
Just don't eat it.
I know, like I can respect it. I mean, if you got the craving for the bacon, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gluten intolerant, and I crave garlic bread and pasta all the time. But you know what? I don't do it. Don't eat it.
Well, that's just your fortitude. You've got quite the fortitude there.
Well, everyone needs to be fortnightitude. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke, but
No, I
it
got it.
didn't
It was
work.
Got to have that fortitude. Got to have that fortitude. What? Shoot cannolis.
Shoot cannolis.
Shoot cannolis.
To go with my pasta and breadsticks.
Well, you've been killing the no gluten for quite some time now.
I have.
Hats off.
Going on like 2 years now.
It's one of those things that like, it's funny thinking back whenever you first. I was gonna be shitty and say decided.
Oh.
But I couldn't even bring myself to it. It is not a choice for you. Fa.
It is not.
I
I won't die if I consume gluten. I will just feel like I'm dying.
Right. But like, I obviously I hope you don't hold this against me. I know you don't. I trust that you don't. But like, I feel bad in retrospect thinking, because I was like, I remember when you first started that, and like it took me quite the while to like, I'd not basically every meal be like, is this chill? You know. Like,
Right. Which every single one of my friends went through.
Right.
Like
So
one, one of our good friends, he really didn't know what it was, and he would like hold up a potato and be like, "Does this have gluten in it?" And I was like, "Any raw vegetable doesn't have gluten, okay? Okay,
Right.
but does this tomato have gluten in it?"
But yeah, it's fun to be on this side of it, because like, I mean, it's pretty chill, and like it's super not it doesn't even really come up too much like anymore, which that makes me feel nice as a friend, and I hope that it makes it an easier process for you.
It does. Because I don't have to worry about, like, sometimes if I go over to people's houses that I haven't, like, seen in a while, I'm like, oh no, like, there's not anything for me to eat. Like, go to parties, and, like, they just ordered pizza. Like,
Right.
You know, like, I can't really eat that.
My only slight comparison is I don't have red meat, and boy, some people do not understand what red meat is.
Oh, yeah. So my New Year's resolution was to be vegetarian. But before that, like, generally, I don't feel good when I eat pork. Like, it gives me an upset stomach, one way or the other. And so I would be like, oh, like I don't really eat pork, and then everyone gets real serious and is like, is that a religious?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't feel good. Like first of all, I don't have to have a reason to not eat something.
Right.
But also it doesn't have to be that serious either. Just be like, I just generally don't feel good when I eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna die, but I just don't feel good for the rest of the day, so I'm not gonna eat it.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, pork has been the one that I've cut out, like, the easiest and the most of. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of the same thing. First off, I do not like ham. I have never liked ham.
Yeah, me neither.
And that's the main, like, the thing that people mostly are like, is bacon.
Right.
But dude, turkey bacon's just as fine. Like,
it is.
And most bacon is. I think a big thing for me in any kind of dietary thing is to learn how to not make food mean as much.
Yeah.
And once you do that, you take away the like power of food, you have a lot more success with it.
Yeah.
Because, dude, you want to freak somebody out? Deny some free food. They get, I mean, I'm sure you know it. They're like, why?
Why? Why would you not eat?
And
like, I don't know if that's a Southern thing. Like the
Right.
Southern thing of like, oh, have you eaten?
Mm-hmm.
But
they freak out. But I was at the supermarket, which I've never said that sentence, but I was at the grocery store. And there was a mother and son, and the son was in his teens, and that's not really relevant to the story, other than just like his general attitude. I hope can kind of bring light to the story. So much build up for this not great story, but I haven't had red meat in a while, and so there's some aspects of just meat that I forget. And the son was pushing the cart, and he was like being quite the rapscallion with it, but it was respectably so. Like I respect the angst. And pulls up to his mom, who's like looking into one of the coolers, and he was like, "We need ham." And that's enough. I was just like, I kind of forget that like ham's just a thing like you people get, like
just keep in the fridge.
Yeah, like for sandwiches, which the worst sandwich. Like I would like, I'm gonna say this and probably get some hate from nobody, but it's whatever. I'd take bologna over ham.
Agreed.
But
ham's just so salty.
Yeah, her response is what really got to me. She goes, "Ham chunks," and I was like, "Oh, forgot that was a thing."
What are ham chunks?
They're just chunks of ham that you just keep in the fridge. Just chunks of ham.
Do you know this? A little on topic, but a little off topic. Do you know this kid? Were you one of those kids that like ate a uncooked hot dog?
Oh yes.
Oh, you're gross.
What's just funny is I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation, and it's only funny because like
I think we had it about bologna because I kept going like, "That's bologna," and you.
I've not
had to comment on it.
I had to make a statement. No, I didn't eat uncooked bologna. I mean, I guess I did with sandwiches, but I didn't eat just straight bologna.
Right, but you would eat an uncooked hot dog.
Oh, absolutely. Nikki, to this day, I will eat a uncooked hot dog on occasion. Turkey dog, but...
Either way, it needs to be cooked. That freaks me out.
I mean, it's just like lunch meat.
I don't...
Damn it.
You know, I never really liked lunch meat. Like, I was like, PBJ's, grilled cheese... I don't need no meat on my sandwich.
For me, the biggest thing was not knowing what meat I liked. So, like, I did a lot of things as a kid that I would just like, I'll figure this out later. Like, I've told you the story about being in pre-K, and like they were like, all right, you need to write your name, and I was like, I'll learn this later. Like, that was a lot of stuff for me.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, like I just was like, I'll figure it out at some point, and they're like, nah, this one's a now thing. Like, that was me with meats.
So interesting.
Yeah, that was me with meats. Like, I was like, I'll
figure out what tastes good later.
So, like, I ate a lot of ham and being like, I don't like this. Till I remember having to specifically be like, all right, I really need to get this whole meat thing down. And, like, that honestly might have been when I moved out with Donna. I just didn't, I didn't have a barometer for understanding what kind of meats I liked. And, like, being at Thanksgiving and, like, oh, my God, just, like, being like, 6-1, I'll make one of these I like, and getting that salty ass ham every time, being like, oh, not this one, huh?
Nope.
I think it's also like a very Western notion. By Western, I mean like United States.
Yeah.
Where you have to have accessibility to all food, like at all times. Because like when she said that, she's like ham chunks. I was like, is that a common thing? Like to me, it feels like it's like, oh well, we got to have ham chunks. Like it would be weird if we didn't have the ham chunks in the house,
right?
Because we always have the ham chunks available. Your Uncle Dave, he comes over only once every millennia, but dude, he likes those ham chunks. We got to make sure we got them for him. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, and especially with the red meat thing, it's so easy to just... Does it fly? Not red meat. Does it not fly? Well, does it swim? It swims. It's not red meat.
Yeah.
That's it.
It doesn't fly. It doesn't swim. It's red meat.
Yeah, it's red meat. But you've been kicking ass with the vegetarian thing, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. It was a mix of like yes and as well as a question.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah. I think the best thing that I did was the months like leading up to like New Year's, I would cut out one source of meat. So like for a month I wouldn't have any red meat. And then I'd eat red meat again, and then I'd feel terrible. And then I like cut out chicken for a month, and then I'd eat chicken again, and then I broke out. Like,
all right.
And then again, I never ate pork, so
yeah, that was easy.
That was easy. So I was like, okay, like I can do it for a month without like going crazy, and then I ate it again and didn't feel good. I can do this for a year. So that helped a lot.
I think a thing that people also like, again, any kind of habit or anything you're trying to break, the biggest help for me as somebody that has a tendency towards enjoying things that make me feel good, is to just not feel bad about it. Just like, oh, hey, I want to see how this goes. Like, what's my relationship with this like?
Yeah.
No pressure. If you fail, then you fail. Like, I've cut out soda for the large part, but I'm trying to cut out, like, my definition of soda has been brown sodas, like dark.
Right.
So I've had ginger ale and stuff. And
Yeah.
so I was recently like, I think I'm going to go ahead and try and cut out those ginger ales and stuff. I have relapsed this week. Had a hard day, and I was like, gall darn it, I want me a ginger ale.
Got a hard day. I'm gonna get some gosh darn ginger ale.
Which is
the cutest thing I've ever heard.
It's very fun. But yeah, it's pretty much it. Oh, I'm back alive. Thank you.
It's
oh fuck, I died again.
It's a pretty common diet, the elimination diet. Like when you're not feeling well physically, to like cut like one food group out of your diet for like a month. And, like, see if you improve or feel better, and then, like, reintroduce it and see how you feel after you reintroduce it. So I just did that with meats for a while, but, yeah, that's just kind of a rule of thumb when you're not feeling great.
Well, and, yeah, I think the thing to just top it with, for me, at least my success has been found in the notion of, like, don't feel bad when you mess up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about messing up next time when we don't mess up on this lady.
Lady.
Bye.